You know what that sound means? It's another episode of Game for a Movie where we ask, are you game for a movie? My name is Mike. I'll be your host. I am joined by a special guest today. Tell us your name, where you're from, all that good stuff.
Yeah, special. There is no one specialer than me right now.
The
Um,
most special.
yes, the most special. My name is Jim. I'm in and from Tegakay, South Carolina. Um, and that's about it. That's the most important thing
That's
at
the
this point.
important stuff. Yeah.
That's the important stuff.
I'm
Yes.
glad I'm glad I could have you on the show finally, and especially with a movie such as this.
The movie is epic. This movie is it's life-changing. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
I'm gonna muscle through this because I have a broken rib. So
What?
don't make me laugh, whatever you
Oh, no promises on that.
do. Ow.
The good news is about your broken rib, and I want to know how you broke it first, but the good news is that we didn't watch a movie that makes you laugh. So
That's a very good point. Um, yeah. Um, well, the truth is I don't know.
fair.
I don't
Okay.
know
Okay.
because I went to bed Thursday night totally fine
Yeah.
and woke up with this massive pain in my side on Friday morning, and then it wasn't really a big deal until I spent the day out on the boat yesterday and jet skiing and all that. And then I wake up this morning and I'm like, yeah, it
Yep.
hurts
That's
bad.
bad. Bad. Yeah.
Try not to get old. It sucks.
Yeah. I get it. Trust me. Threw about my back sneezing the other day. So, I get it. But of course, what we usually start with is we talk about what we are drinking. So, Jim, what do you got over there?
Well, I know I'm pretty sure what you're drinking is usually beer related.
Yes. Usually you can drink whatever. I mean, we've had guys drink tea on the show. So
Okay. All right.
nothing's
Uh,
nothing's wrong.
right now I am drinking a combination of uh, a Bud Light seltzer
Okay.
with a splash of absolute vanilla,
Okay.
um, and a splash of Coke Zero.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, it's a concoction. All
What's the
right.
seltzer flavor?
This one is watermelon.
Oh, okay. I didn't expect watermelon, I gotta say.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
mix it, you just dump it all together, and it feels like summer.
I love it. Feels like summer. It's fine. It's great.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Oh my gosh. What also feels like summer is I've got this drippy over here from Sycamore Brewing. Obviously my green screen's going crazy behind me. I always do this because of the dog whenever he walks in, but it's got a melty popsicle on it. It's a IPA. Um, Pretty sure it's a New England style. I can't remember, but it's good. I don't know. It's
That doesn't look
oh
like a good face. Those of
well
us who can see you.
so it says that it's a creamsicle and then like tropical mango.
That
And
sounds fantastic.
well, I'm not a huge mango fan. That's what my problem is. I think if it didn't have mango, I might be a little more on board because like creamsicle sounds perfect.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not like it's I could definitely drink this. I probably should have read it in the store before I just grabbed it and said, cool, drippy. Here we go.
There's a lot of people that I know that do not like mango things, just as a general rule.
Yeah. I'm one of those. We got what is it? Truly? Truly has
Yeah.
the mango in it, and Claire would have to drink those all because I'm not no, not me.
Yeah, when her Corinne and her friends get into the Trulies, the only ones that are left at the end of the night is the mango. So I'm stuck with those.
So you're a mango fan.
I would
By
I would say fan. I'm a mango tolerator.
okay, mango by association.
Mango by association. Yes.
Well, that brings us to the fun part. So we did a marble race, which you watched every one, it seems like.
I watched every marble race all the way through. Some of those areas of the marble race were very frustrating. gosh.
Yes, the conveyor belt was the one that drove me the most nuts because nobody could get past it on the first try.
Right. Right.
So we did a marble race for bad movies. We started with 8, and each day one was eliminated, and we got our bad movie from it. That brings us to 2015's Hot Pursuit. I didn't realize that there was another Hot Pursuit, by the way. That was something I completely learned from trying to Google Hot Pursuit.
Right. When you Google this hot pursuit,
Mm-hmm.
or when you Google hot pursuit, this is the third or fourth thing that comes up, past the other hot pursuit and then the hot pursuit video games. So
Right. I did know about Hot Pursuit video games. That is true. This I looked up movie, so I guess I never got the Google search for that one. But there was that one, and then what's the other one as I'm pulling it up talking to you? It was of course it's gonna be tough to find now.
right. And is it John Cusack?
It's John Cusack. That's it. Yes. So John Cusack movie, um, completely different movie than what we've got. And it's actually funny. So I just pulled up the Apple TV Plus description because you can apparently rent it and watch on Apple TV Plus. So it has Hot Pursuit. It has 1987. It talks about the John Cusack one, but the image is still the 2015 one. That's interesting. Wow. I never thought I'd catch that one. But this is the one starring Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara, which has also brought about the best dad joke ever. You know this one, right?
I have to hear it again. Absolutely.
Okay. Did you hear about that actress that got stabbed? Reese something or other. Uh uh and then person usually says, but you've heard it before, Witherspoon, and you go, no, with a knife.
With their knife.
It's so stupid,
Yeah,
but it's so good. And every time I see Reese Witherspoon, that's immediately what I think.
that's a good one. They
Yeah.
they they purposely made her look terrible.
Yes, they did. Yes. So she plays Cooper, our main cop. Um, I know she's from the South, but how did you feel about that accent?
Wow. Um,
I'm gonna throw you out on the bus on that one, apparently, first.
yeah, you know what? I mean, it seems like it's her go-to accent.
Mhm. Which she
So
is
that's
from New Orleans,
right,
but
right.
yeah,
And we both know someone with a very thick New Orleans accent, and this doesn't sound anything like
no, exactly. But basically, she plays a cop who's screwed up, who is a verb. She Coopered it.
that.
And so now she's on basically protection detail. She has to be on this transfer to get these two people who are going to, they're going to,
Testify.
yes, thank you. I can't think of the word. Jeez, I'm broken today. I worked already. Like I've been up since 5 a.m. This is going to be an interesting episode just in the fact that I'm not going to be able to think of normal words like testify. But there's two people that are going to testify against this big mob boss. One runs the money and the other is his wife. It's Sofia Vergara playing the wife. That's the one you really need to know. And they need to get them to Dallas to be in protective custody, and all hell breaks loose pretty much.
All hell breaks loose. Yes, yes. I love the way that IMDb describes her as an uptight and by the book cop, because aren't they all?
Yeah, it's true. I'll definitely agree with yeah, uptight and by the book is the basically that was the character description, and that's the level we got.
Yes,
She was
to an
never,
nth degree.
yeah, she was never really anything other than an uptight by the book cop.
Yeah.
Basically all hell breaks loose when they get to the house. The husband is shot, the other agent is shot, but there's two groups of kidnappers almost, or two people trying, or two groups of two trying to get past the cops and get to these two. One group is Hispanic, the other group is white and wearing masks. And wouldn't you know it, they happen to be dirty cops.
Of course.
So they escape in Sofia Vergara's, Daniela's, I guess, Mrs. Riva. They escape in her. That car was beautiful, and I can't think of it now.
It
The,
was. Was that the Cadillac?
that was a Cadillac, yes, and
The
that,
big yeah. Only thing
yeah,
it was missing was a set of horns.
yes, yeah, right. That was probably the best part of this movie was the car, not nothing else.
Yeah, I would agree there.
The two dirty cops, they work with Cooper, and she basically they get sent to pick her up, and that's how she learns they were dirty cops. Um, and so they just need to get away and they need to escape, and there's shenanigans in a bathroom. There's lots of reasons for Sophia and Reese to touch each other.
Apparently not enough though, because it didn't help much.
No, no. The one scene didn't do it for you.
Uh, it was getting there. It certainly did it for what's his name? It shot his finger off.
Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan, yeah.
I can't believe he's in that movie too. It also was enough. The lip lock scene was enough to make this movie a 2015 nominee for Teen Choice Awards for Best Lip Lock.
Really?
Yes, there's 4 Teen Choice Awards this movie was nominated for.
I don't know what that says for the future of our teenage generation.
Right. We've got lip lock. We've got Best Hissy Fit from Reese Witherspoon. We've
Okay.
got the Choice Movie Actress in a Comedy for Reese Witherspoon. And then finally, the Chemistry Award between the two.
Did they win the chemistry award between
No,
the two?
no, they're
I hope
just
not.
4 nominees, no winners. Surprisingly, I don't know how they managed to get out without winning one.
You have to work hard to not win.
Apparently, I part of me kind of wants to know now, like who won. Part of me
Yeah.
also does not want to look it up at all.
Oh,
uh, Teen Choice Awards from 2015. Let's find it. We got to know. They had Choice Instagrammer that year, by the way, as well. So that's something for you if you want to know about Choice Instagrammer. Uh, the winner for Choice Movie Actress was Anna Kendrick in Pitch Perfect 2. We've got, let's see, where else? Where else? Chemistry. Um, wow, that was a bad year for Chemistry. Pitch Perfect 2 won that one too. That was Anna Kendrick and Brittany Snow. Best Chemistry also nominated Furious 7, Horrible Bosses 2, Dumb and Dumber 2, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and The Maze Runner.
that's just a laundry list of the most amazing films ever to be put on screen.
I mean, if you were to look at 2015 as a year and choose your best film of that, the only one I have an argument for maybe is Furious 7. And just because how they handled the end of that movie.
I agree.
Best lip lock went to the Divergent series Insurgent. So
Good. Very nice.
I'm very sad that Hot Pursuit didn't win for that one at least because they definitely tried.
They did. They did.
So
Wow.
yeah, there's just a lot of reasons for these two to touch each other a lot. In the bathroom scene, she pushes her through the window by her butt, and then they get to a point where they are on a truck and they get to the owner and they're basically trying to find a way to steal his truck so they can get past. And when the owner finds them, the first thing Sofia Vergara does is start to like feel her up and everything like that. And they get to a point where it's just this awkward kiss as well. And that's pretty much all I got for comedy in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest.
Mhm.
Sofia Vergara's um, made me laugh more than once in this
Okay.
movie. I was expecting a 0 out of 10, and I got about 2 out of 10
Okay.
on her comedy scale.
Okay. I will say Sofia Vergara was pretty decent for this. I mean, the writing was crap all the way around, but for her at least, what she was working with, I could see her in another movie with better writing.
Yes. Yes.
And it's funny that I
Absolutely.
say that compared to Reese Witherspoon, who has more movies with better writing.
A few, one or
Yeah,
two.
just a couple. Um, I'm trying to think who else in this movie is worth mentioning, and really, it's a crapshoot at that point.
It is.
So,
I like the
yep,
there's a in the cast, there's a guy who is referred to as Pudgy Guy, which I can only assume is the guy in the bathroom helping him get out the window.
got to be the bathroom guy, Kim Collins, the pudgy guy.
Yes.
I want to see the script and see if he's actually called Pudgy Guy or if they just needed a name for him, like random passerby. We're gonna call him Pudgy Guy.
I mean, biker in toilet would have been
Biker and toilet. Yes, there you
much
go.
more.
So one of the things about this movie that I wanted to mention is normally we talk about predictability with these bad movies and how predictable some of these movies can get, and that's just paint by numbers and that kind of thing. I'm actually surprised how unpredictable this movie is, mostly because they tried for a twist every single second they could.
There's a lot of twists that came back to predictability in the end, maybe.
I guess. I mean, yeah, probably the end definitely. Because what you think is that it's just these two and they're finally starting to get along, and then all of a sudden one of them backstabs the other. And a lot of the time that was Sofia Vergara, because we learned that the mob boss killed her brother. And so what her goal was the whole time is not to send him to jail, but to get revenge. So every time that we think, oh, they're finally getting along, then Sofia Vergara has to say, nope, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. And
There's a lot of gun. I'm trying to think right, but basically they just kind of trade the gun back and forth every other scene to who's going to be in charge of this.
yeah, right. Exactly. Yep. I would agree with that. I just switched back to the IMDb page and it's playing the trailer again. And I'm looking at this going, these aren't even the best scenes. What the heck? They
Well,
did
you can't
reference,
give away the best scenes in the trailer.
yeah, right, of course. They did reference the constant joke where they talk about basically everybody is thinking that they're runaways and that they are the ones that are doing the wrong thing. And they do a constant joke where they reference that Reese Witherspoon is like 4'11 and that Sofia Vergara is like 40 or something or 50, or they keep going
Yes.
up each time. And I will say that was a good one.
That was good. Absolutely. That was good.
That's one of
I
the things.
find that Sofia Vergara's accent, which at
Mhm.
this point I think she's accenting her accent for comedic purposes. I think it works pretty good. That's probably the most laughs that I got.
Yes, I agree with that. And then the one scene on the bus where they're speaking Spanish back and forth, I do find that one kind of funny because the just she's just like speaking fluent Spanish and it's just like, sí, poquito.
Yeah. Yes. It to show my age, obviously, because we're gonna get to this every time we have a conversation about
Okay.
the things that I harken back to when I think about these things. Reminded me of the Jack Benny Mel Blanc sketch back in 1950 on the Jack Benny Show when Mel
Yes,
Blanc was
I know
speaking
exactly what
Spanish.
you're talking about.
I Google it, kids. Google it. It's not offensive at all.
Okay. Well, now I'm not interested.
Halfway through this movie, I was expecting. I don't know if you've seen the latest series of Black Mirror.
Okay.
Um,
I have not
uh,
yet.
I believe it's the first episode of season 6 of Black Mirror. There is a really good episode that Selma Hayek's in,
Okay.
um, and it's kind of it's Black Mirror, so it's
Yeah.
stories within stories. But Selma Hayek is playing Selma Hayek, and somebody else is playing someone who's supposed to be Selma Hayek. Halfway through this movie, if you've seen that episode, what, halfway through this movie, I have expected Selma Hayek to come in and
Play
yell at
Sofia
Sofia Vergara
Vergara.
for stealing her bit. So
I could see that actually. Like she just comes in out of nowhere, and you're just like, "Is that a different actress? Is
yeah,
that Selma
yeah.
Hayek?" Yeah, I keep trying to go back to the plot of this movie, but I think that's a tough go because it's just every single second is cool. We got a little further. We're a little further to Dallas. We just need to get to Dallas. That's it. And then all of a sudden it's just, and this thing happened, and this thing happened.
It's 2015's Smoking and the Bandits, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, like
Yeah. They just need to get to Dallas, but in hijinks ensue.
hijinks ensue, as they are wont to do.
Yes. But you get the movie that's basically on the tin. Uptight cop, played by Reese Witherspoon. You get Hispanic wife who is almost a stereotype, trying to and she's a little more loosey goosey, and there's like stuff with cocaine, there's stuff with $4.5 million shoes. Because that's a
Suitcase
bit,
full of shoes.
yes, she
You're giving
keeps.
away the plot, man. You're giving it away.
I think we saved the people a couple hours of
Yeah.
something that we actually had to spend money on, which I'm very disappointed about. Um, this movie was supposed to be, according to real real good. I'm words. They're tough today. According to Real Good, it was supposed
You're
to be
working
on
too hard for a Sunday. You're working too hard for a Sunday.
Prime. What was that?
I said you're definitely working too hard for a Sunday.
I know I'm working
Right?
too hard. Yes. But basically, Real Good said it was supposed to be on Prime Video, and go to Prime Video ready to watch this movie. It's not there. You can rent it for $4.99, or you can rent it for $3.99 on Vudu or whatever. So I ended up spending the $3.99 to rent this movie. Is it worth the $3.99? That is the question.
Well, considering you probably could have had two beers during it instead of just one, which would probably have helped it.
Yes, it would definitely helped it. And that night was relatively sober going in. I say relatively, I just finished one before watching the actual movie. Usually with these movies, I like prepare ahead of time and I'm just like, okay, cool. I'll have alcohol beforehand. This will be great. For whatever reason, I just decided that I'll go in cold turkey, just have one beer and then it'll be fine. That definitely didn't help this one.
No, it doesn't. Although the previews here are running on IMDb as I'm looking at it, and
Mhm.
they keep showing them the pulling their hair, pulling each other's hair segment over and over again. I'm starting to get distracted. I'm going to try not to shoot my finger
I was just gonna say, I'm very glad this is an audio only podcast. This is about to get weird. Turn off your camera, please. Oh, and it just showed Jim Gaffigan shooting his finger off.
exactly.
Got witchcraft or something. Yeah. It's also giving away in the trailer about the shoes. So the fact that we were
Yeah.
talking about the shoes and you said we're giving it away. So basically the entire time Sofia Vergara has a suitcase and you're wondering what's in the suitcase. You learn that it's shoes. Cool, whatever. It's just shoes.
And then of course there's the excellent comic relief moment where Reese Witherspoon is dressed up as the, I guess, Miami Vice type police officer who's getting frisked. And the other police officer starts frisking around her chest area and says, "Nope, nothing there. Moving on."
Well, and that's another thing that they reference is calling her a boy and everything like that. And she dresses up like a boy at one part. And like this movie, just they set up their own jokes and then just tried to make them happen, even if nobody found them funny.
Here's a joke that we think we like. I'm willing to put it on the edge of the sledgehammer and hit you in the face with it until it hurts. Maybe
Exactly.
you'll laugh then.
You look like the Justin Bieber. Like that was a terrible Sofia Vergara accent, by the way. We don't promise accents on the show.
No, I don't know if anyone can do a good Sofia Vergara except her.
And at this point, it's kind of parody too.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, that's Hot Pursuit, the movie. If you really want to be saved, she doesn't actually kill the drug lord. She does testify against him, and the shoes have been saved. They're $4.5 million shoes that are diamond encrusted. There you go.
And at the end, I guess you could say that Reese Witherspoon comes out of her shell a little bit because she's wearing a pair of fancy shoes.
Yes. Yes. Got to make sure we address that she's wearing the fancy shoes. Oh, look at her. She's had such a change. She's no longer so uptight. She's
She's
still
come out
uptight.
of her shell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh this movie. Where do I even begin on it? I like just how if you're looking for a dumb turn off your mind movie, there's much worse, but there's also much better. I don't know. I got to the point where it's just like, okay, they've pulled this rug pull so many times. Like, how do you not see this coming? She's obviously still going to take over the situation. You seem distracted over there. Are they pulling their hair again?
No, I'm trying to think of uh I don't know. I went in thinking I'm going to hate this. I
Yeah.
didn't hate it, but I don't want it to come across like I liked it either.
I don't want more of this movie, but I don't hate that it exists.
It isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but I certainly wouldn't recommend it
Right.
to
It,
anyone that's got access to other movies that
yeah.
exist.
This movie's been done and it's been done better. Like there's no real it doesn't offer anything new to the table or anything like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd have to say it's the best part about it is the way you described it, looking for them to look for excuses to touch each other, and I'm not sure that was worth it. So
Yep, right. Okay, the porn's free on the internet. Like
and
$3.99 for
there's your
Hot
answer,
Pursuit or
and that's the new tag of Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit underneath, porn's free on the
yep, that's pretty much it. I mean, like legitimately, that's what I kept finding with this movie is they just gave reasons. Like even the truck driver when they're trying to steal his truck or whatever, they're two defenseless women. They could probably like get away with just whatever, and they took it immediately to, oh my lover, oh here's my chest, oh
internet. You can definitely tell what scenes that you and I paid attention to watching.
yeah, it's fair. I think we can also tell what the director and writers paid attention to because that's the big parts of the movie.
Yes, yeah, and the fact that Sofia Vergara is wearing a T-shirt that says "Butter my biscuits" during that scene.
That was the wrong time to take a sip of beer.
Easy killer.
uh,
I should have paid more attention to
no, I was worried about making you laugh and you're going to kill me.
him.
Oh, man. Um, well, so this movie, basically, like we've said, you just get what you see on the tin. You don't hate it. You don't love it. You don't recommend it to your friends. You don't pay $3.99 so you can jerk off to the scenes of them touching each other.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this movie anymore. I have a rating. I will buy you a little more time because I think you're struggling over there.
I think I might. I think I have. But go
You
ahead.
think you have it? Okay, all
I
right.
think I
Then you go first. I'm not changing my answer.
Okay, out of how many
Out of
what's the rate?
five,
Out of five.
zero
Okay.
through five.
0 through 5. I would say to channel Joe Bob Briggs in The Last Drive-In, I'm going to give this movie 1 out of 5 breasts because that's pretty much what it was.
Dang, I was gonna give it 1.25 inappropriate breast touches. That's hysterical right there.
Wow,
That
we had
was
the same
not
taste.
planned.
That was not planned. Wow. And on a Sunday too. We're so terrible.
It could be worse. So yeah, that's what this movie drove us to. That's exactly what this movie wanted to be. Let's just call it what it is. It's not our fault, it's Hot Pursuit's fault.
Right, right.
So yeah, that's Hot Pursuit. If you want to rent it for $3.99, you can, but porn's free on the internet.
We,
You can get the
we're
same plot.
yeah, we're rocketing towards a porn's free on the internet festival here because there's got to be at least 100 other movies like this.
Oh, this is completely by accident because this is just funny to me. So we follow a lot of other podcasts on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck it's being called now.
Yeah,
And one of them is the Porn Stash podcast. They're good friends of ours. Basically, they talk with porn stars all the time, and
okay,
like it's more of like an in-depth discussion, that kind of thing. Well, so
yeah.
we retweeted one of their episodes. They were talking to a bear LGBTQ porn star, and he followed us today. I don't know what to do with that.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I
I,
don't
I think
either.
I think my rib just broke harder than it was.
I just don't know what to do. I mean, like he's left on follow. He's following us. We're not following back. Seems nice. Sure, he likes
That
podcasts.
I would say following him back would put you on a list somewhere that you probably don't want to be.
Probably. Yep. Well, so I've been Mike.
And I'm still Jim, I think.
I think that's been Game for a Movie, where we ask, "Are you game for a movie?" We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.